It's time for conversations. Who? What? How? Why?
Don't judge me until you know me. Don't underestimate me until you challenge me. And don't talk about me until you talk to me. Or better yet, mind your business and stop minding mine.
What will be today's conversation? Understanding viewpoints, educating, and stimulating discussions. It's time to connect to T-Horne, your host. It's time for conversations.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Conversations with yours truly, T-Horne da Uncool. We are back with another boss episode, and I'm excited about today's episode because y'all know me. I'm a hip-hop head, positive, gospel, conscious, just hip-hop in general. The whole hip-hop genre, I love it. And right now, I'm pretty sure everybody's feeling the same way I'm feeling about one rapper in particular, and that's the boy Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar has been killing the scene for the past year, making hit after hit after hit, from his beef with Drake to his Super Bowl performance to just Kendrick Lamar just being an impact on the community and the culture. So right now, we're going to get into some things. But first off, when we start, I want to go ahead and thank all our sponsors who are sponsoring Conversations with T-Horne da Uncool. Big shout out to MyJBN, our new broadcasting partner. And also, I want to go into introducing some people that I like to call the panel. So, let me explain the whole reason for the panel. So, the show is called Conversations with T-Horne da Uncool. And if we're talking about conversations, I can't sit here by myself and have conversations. So I need the people to talk to. And yeah, I can get guests and everything now and then, which I will still do. But I want you guys to get used to some familiar faces. There are 4 of them, but you won't see all of them all the time. You'll see some here, some there, and sometimes you see all of them, sometimes you'll see some of them. But right now, I think I got 2 who want to join me tonight. If you could bring those 2 up on the screen, please. Uh-oh, are we having technical difficulties? Let's see. Hold on. There y'all go. Okay, I thought we were having technical difficulties. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
We in here. What's up, bro?
Okay, so as I was saying, I got 4 members of my panel. 2 are not here tonight because it's a sometime thing. Sometimes we make it all of us, sometimes we make it some of us. But a lot of you know these guys. They've been on the podcast before. We have She Green and John Alexander. So real quick, everybody introduce yourself, starting with She Green. Go ahead, ma'am.
Hi, I'm She Green. I run a series of, a number of rooming houses in the Jacksonville area.
Why you looking like that?
Because I'm getting a lot of feedback.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, I run rooming houses in the Jacksonville area, which is how I met T-Horne. I got an opportunity at his school to briefly sit on the board. So when he asked me to be a part of his show, I knew I couldn't pass up this opportunity. He's a wonderful guy.
Good stuff. And I'm gonna get into stuff later on when I want that I might do a little introduction for each of y'all later on when I get all 4 of y'all on the screen. But John, you go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, my boy. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. I can hear myself.
I know. That's what I said.
I gotta have headphones or something. That's why I put mine in. But
tell the people about yourself. Tell people who you are, boss man.
Shoot, man, I'm John Alexander. I used to be a nigga, now I'm a figure.
And that's exactly why you're on the podcast, good sir. That's exactly why. So, I used to be a nigga, now I'm a figure. All right. So, with that being said, you guys know the topic is about Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. But before we get into that, last time, me and Michelle were on the podcast, and we were answering questions, random questions that came out, and there was one question that we didn't get the answer. I don't want to take too much time on it, because I really want to get into the Kendrick Lamar halftime subject, but I do want to answer this question. That question was, and there it goes, if Jesus died for our sin, why do we still have to face judgment? So, and this is just, nobody's wrong, nobody's right, we giving input. So, a lot of people know, I grew up in the church, was a Christian rapper. John, you know that better than anybody, grew up in the same church. And honestly, that's a question that's been on my mind too. Because it's like, the ultimate sacrifice was made. Not coming against anyone's beliefs or anything like that. But it's like, it never stops. Like, I have this battle in my mind of, yes, people need to be held accountable. But then at the same time, it's like, okay, we have this grace that's supposed to be this unlimited grace, but then it's not. That makes sense? That kind of like, I mean, I know we go to the scripture, you break it down, this is why, and blah, 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 this and that and everything. But just thinking from a logical standpoint, because God gave us minds for our reasons to think for ourselves. That's why I don't never follow behind a pastor or a church, because that's what people say stereotypically you're supposed to do. Now, do I believe in God, the Holy Ghost, and Jesus as the Son? Yes, I do. But at the same time, I believe there's more to it than what's being put out in the Bible. And I believe some things can be misconstrued due to people's perceptions and their own personal understanding of the Bible. So when I hear this question, it's like, yeah, if you died for our sin and stuff like that, why are we facing judgment? Because the slate is supposed to be wiped clean. And then just for us to mess up all over again and basically receive the same punishment, it's something that boggles the mind with me too. Y'all want to give some insight on that?
Yeah. I think that Jesus died on the cross, but we still have to accept that. We have to accept it. We will.
Oh, repeat it. You went out for a second.
I know. I see that. I have so much feedback in my in this microphone. I hear myself, so it's messing me up.
I got you. I understand. It's all good.
But I also believe that we will. You know, and I think that we have to make the choice to, you know, to be in relationship with God. You know, and just because Jesus died on the cross, what we do just, you know, like, okay, well, that happened, but I'm going to go back and live it like here.
I mean, and that's why I said it's a play in the mind, because that accountability that's needed. So I think that's would be my answer to that question. Like you said, he died on the cross, but that don't mean we just live like hell. You know, there has to be some kind of accountability to keep order. I think that's what I'm trying to say in a sense. You got anything you want to get any input when we get into it, John? Or are you ready to jump in that Kendrick Lamar?
I mean. So the question is, why do we still have to face judgment? I mean, like, specifically, do you mean like people?
Yes, I'm guessing they're asking because this was anonymous. They didn't want to put their name out who asked the question, but I'm thinking this is based off people in general. And yeah, I mean, I can understand that because people be sitting there like crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no accountability. you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get it. It'll be nice to be in a place where we aren't judged, though. Like, when we come to church, when we would go to church and the pastor would say, hey, come as you are. We're supposed to come as we are without having to face judgment. But, I mean, that's just not the nature of how people think.
Got you. I can understand that.
Unfortunately.
And it's like, I can see, I can look from a different standpoint, because I don't know if the person was asking the question as far as facing judgment from God or facing judgment from people. But the fact of the matter is, if Jesus did die for us,
that's a good question.
Yeah,
why do we have to face judgment from God? Right. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like facing judgment from God. I can see that as far as holding yourself accountable to not only accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior or accept the gospel, but at the same time, you know, live in a way that shows thanks. That I appreciate you dying for my sins and taking this ultimate sacrifice and stuff. And now I'm gonna live to show that I appreciate that and I have love for that and I respect the fact that it happened. But at the same time, if they're talking about judgment from people, if Jesus died for our sin and we got a clean slate, we shouldn't be facing judgment from people. I hear these battles all the time. People will say, oh, it says thou shalt not judge, but then somewhere else in the Bible it says judge righteously. So it's like, there's a contradiction there. But the fact of the matter is, everybody doesn't realize we all fall short of the glory of God. Every single one of us. So how can anyone judge righteously when you messed up too? Just because you're on your goody two shoes path right now, that don't erase the past, and that don't erase any future stuff that's gonna happen to you too. Because just because you goody two shoes right now, you in the church, you this big time pastor, you just as liable to mess up as anybody else. So if Jesus died for our sin, on that standpoint, we shouldn't have to face judgment. But when it comes to God, then we should be held accountable to a certain standard, because like Michelle said earlier, we be around here doing what we want to do and living in chaos. You feel me? That's just my take on it. You know what I mean?
I agree.
But
I agree too.
Let's move on to the topic at hand. So the reason I want to do this topic is because I was at work one day and John called me. It was the day after the Super Bowl. And we was lit about the Kendrick Lamar performance. We were talking about everything that was going on, all of the missing little Easter eggs that we saw that people didn't see, and the subliminals and all that stuff. It was crazy. But before we get into that, I want to talk about do everyone remember or know how this whole thing even started with Kendrick Lamar and Drake? Do y'all have understanding on that?
I don't.
Okay. So let me break it down. I know I'm a Kendrick fan, so I had to do research and stuff. All right. So Kendrick and Drake basically came out around the same time, right? But Drake was mainstream. Kendrick was more underground. The only way you knew about Kendrick, I mean, he was very popular still, but the only reason you really knew about him is if you listened to conscious hip hop and stuff like that and everything.
Yeah.
Drake heard of Kendrick, and Drake was like, I'm paraphrasing and summarizing. But Drake heard Kendrick's music, and long story short, Drake connected with Kendrick and was like, hey, I want to bring you on tour. I want to do songs with you, blase squaze. A lot of people don't know, but one of the first songs Kendrick got notoriety for, as far as being mainstream, was that song with A$AP Rocky, Drake, and Kendrick. I love bad bitches, them an effing problem. That was the first time Kendrick hit the scene, period, as a mainstream artist. Not only that, Drake took Kendrick on tour with him, and Kendrick was opening up for Drake. So Drake basically brought Kendrick onto the scene and gave him his notoriety and stuff like that. So you can't take that from Drake.
I disagree with that, but go ahead.
No, but I'm just saying, these are facts. These are Drake. If Drake, I mean, Kendrick was already popular, but Drake, his first tour, he was opening up for Drake. So Drake basically got him and said, hey, I want to bring you on, blah, 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 this and that and everything. This is where things went left. So first of all, if you heard that song, A$AP Rocky song, my opinion, I think it's fat. Everybody know Kendrick Lamar verse was way better than Drake's, right? And a lot of stuff Kendrick did, you know what I'm saying, was, to me, better than Drake. That's his opinion, though. But then they start working together like on stuff like Poetic Justice and this and that and all that stuff and everything, right? So, what's the name of the song? Oh, there's a song called Control. Yes. And Kendrick put a verse out there, and I can't say it word for word, but it says something about, he was naming rappers like Drake, Jay Electronica, this and that, J. Cole, everything. Mm-hmm. And he said, I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas. I'm trying to make sure your core base never heard of you niggas. Like, basically saying, hey, I'm coming for the top spot.
Right.
So, at the time, you know who was on the top spot? Drake. Mm-hmm. Drake was number one rapper. Nobody took offense to this. J. Cole didn't. Jay Electronica didn't. Anybody else Kendrick named did not take offense to this. But guess who did? Drake. Because Drake said, I'm the number one rapper, blah, 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 this and that and everything. So there's a little, if you see little news reports here and there, little interviews, there'll be somewhere it's like, oh no, me and Kendrick cool. Or Kendrick like, oh no, me and Drake cool. But then Drake started throwing a little shade here and there, especially after that Control verse came out, right? So then Drake, J. Cole, they do the song. What's the something shooter? What's it called, John? You know, what's the name of the song where J. Cole says, "We the big three, me, Aubrey, and Kid, we the big." It was like something shooter, first person shooter. I think first person shooter.
Yeah.
So that was, I believe that's the name of the song. So J. Cole made that comment about him, Drake, and Kendrick being the big three rappers.
Right.
But Kendrick just told you on Control, I'm going for the top spot. Y'all not on my level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then Kendrick got the Metro Boomin and Future. And everybody know that verse.
Yeah.
Nigga, F the big three. Nigga, it just bit me. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? That started the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick's like, yeah, but I told y'all, that's cool. Y'all feel that way, but I told y'all I'll come for the top spot. I'm going to run this. So what y'all saying is relevant to me. I'm number one. So J. Cole, being who he is, you know, J. Cole ain't no conflict person and stuff like that. He made 7 Minute Drill. Not because he wanted to respond against Kendrick, but because everybody's like, hey, Kendrick just made that song dissing you and Drake, blah, blah, blah. What you gonna do? How you gonna respond? So J. Cole made 7 Minute Drill, and it sucked because his heart wasn't in it.
Right.
A couple days after he released the song, he did a concert apologizing to Kendrick and saying, you know what? That ain't even my type of deal. I don't roll like that. I apologize. I even put my chin out for you to hit me, blah, 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 this and that, and then take it how you want. I'm out of it. But Drake went with that. Drake was like, nah, I'm number one. And you got to think of it, too. If I'm somebody that brought you on and was like, hey, you know, I like your talent. I want to bring you on, you know what I'm saying? Basically open some doors for you, stuff like that. And then you turn around and be like, okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. But just know, I'm trying to surpass you. I'm trying to be better than you, this and that. Most rappers in the game are like, hey, you know, it's a sport. Rapping is a sport. People are constantly competing with each other. Drake doesn't see it that way, though. Drake sees it as, I brought you on. I basically opened doors for you. You should be thankful to me, not trying to surpass me. So then the whole beef starts with rap battles and stuff like that and everything. And, you know, you got Euphoria, you got 616 in LA, and you got what is it? Meet the Grams and Family Matters. All these beefs, all these disses going out. So long story short, Kendrick wins the beef. You know what I'm saying? Not Like Us came out. That was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Well, Drake ain't having that, and Drake still beefing. So Kendrick, Not Like Us came out, and Kendrick is killing the radio waves. #1 song getting for the year, 5 Grammys, this and that, and then the Super Bowl performance comes up. People don't realize Drake and Kendrick are under the same record label, UMG, Universal Music Group. Drake feels like, because he done got so popular and stuff like that, now it's a legal thing where Drake feels that, okay, UMG is trying to use Kendrick to downplay me, so when my contract comes up, they can look at like Drake's our biggest artist, so we have to pay him more. They're trying to downplay me, so we have to pay him so much. That's how Drake feels. Kendrick is like, I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying. You tried me. We've been battling. This got personal. You talk about my family, my kids, this and that and everything, all that stuff. So it's personal, and I'm finna end you. I'm finna destroy you. I'm finna Mortal Kombat fatality you're behind. You know what I'm saying? So they do the Super Bowl performance, stuff like that. And first of all, let's just clear the air. Everybody's like, oh man, that was like the biggest, this the Drake ever, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but it was 75% more rapping for the culture, rapping about what's going on, the struggle of the black people and this and that, and going against politics and stuff like that. And at the end, he's like, oh, just in case I forgot, let me diss Drake right quick. That's really what it was. It wasn't the whole entire Drake diss, Right. After that, you got over 6, I don't know how many people were at the Super Bowl, but let's just say thousands at the Super Bowl and millions at home screaming A minor all at once. You did, bro. Ain't no beating that. You are defeated.
He drew again.
Yes. So, with that being said, that's the backstory of my studies. You know, I've been watching this thing since the beginning and stuff like that. So, with that being said, we got 10, like probably 9 minutes to the break. Let's go into some subliminals that we've seen. First thing, let's talk about Samuel L. Jackson being Uncle Sam. I thought that was so clever. Yes, for so many reasons. Not only the fact that he's already Samuel L. Jackson, he's Uncle Sam, because people don't know, Drake made a diss toward Kendrick talking about where your uncle at. You know, because I guess Kendrick's uncle wasn't in his life. So Kendrick brought Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam.
Like, here go my uncle. Right.
Wow.
Not only that, it's like a double entendre. Here's my uncle, Uncle Sam, responding to where's my uncle at. Then we got Uncle Sam for playing the Great American Game, being played by Samuel L. Jackson. Then people don't forget the same character that he played in the Super Bowl is the same character basically played in Django Unchained.
Django, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The black dude, the Uncle Tom, that was trying to get black people to calm down and play the game, and play by the system and stuff like that.
Right.
I thought that was genius. Anything y'all want to input? I gotta talk all night. I'm gonna just try to give some input. I got a panel for a reason. Go ahead, y'all.
No, you killing it. You killing it.
Because it's like it was crazy to me. Like, first of all, that by itself was like so intelligent to me. Yeah. And you know, it's so much I can talk about. He's standing on the Grand. He's not standing. He's kneeling on the Grand National. And then you got all these people. First of all, how did he even fit that many people in that Grand National? The whole background dancers came out the Grand.
That was tight work.
Right. Not only that, people don't realize they were dressed in red, white, and blue, but nobody realized all his backgrounds behind him were black men. Nobody realized they were all black men. Right. And those black men came together to make the American flag. And there are times they were bending down and touching each other's backs and shoulders, saying this country was built on the shoulders of black men. You don't realize that. Then he did this whole thing. He walked down the middle, and the flag split, showing that America was divided. It was so deep. Like, people wasn't catching what was going on. They was like, he ain't dancing, we ain't being entertained and stuff like that. I'm like, y'all missing the whole point, man. And I'm not saying because you missed the whole. If you missed it, if you want to be entertained, that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with being entertained. But don't downplay the message because you want to be entertained. Because some people need that message.
Right.
It was entertaining, bro.
It was. To me, it was very entertaining.
It was very.
I was laughing the whole time.
It was.
You can ask my wife. I was literally up here watching the halftime show because I'm a big Kendrick fan. I'm a little fanboy. I was in here screaming and laughing and singing all the songs and that. And people talk about we didn't know the music. I'm a Kendrick fan. I knew all the songs.
Right. And all that sort of profit crap, bro. You know these people know the songs, bro.
Yeah.
You know, they just being who they are in nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't really, if you're not like a pro-black type of person, then that show then you would have tried to throw any disdain on the show you could.
Right.
That's just like when Martin Luther King was marching, all these people talked all this crap about him because they didn't like what he stood for. But if you got any type of pro-black in you, bro, that's the greatest show, the greatest halftime show I've ever seen, bro. Ever.
I mean, that's number
just
one.
The fact that it was pro-black.
Right.
But the whole Super, if you think about it, the whole Super Bowl was kind of pro-black.
Yeah. One year. Well, I don't say 1 year, but this year was just, it was everything. It was just the days after and the social media posts, and I was reading through the comments and stuff, and I kept seeing on faceless profiles that I hated it. It was the worst show ever. You know, it was either a faceless profile picture from the person making the comment, or it was somebody wearing those Oakley shades.
Right. Oh, MAGA.
Yeah, talking down about the show, talking about how they didn't understand it, that it wasn't diverse. Go figure. All the other years where the Super Bowl halftime show wasn't diverse, they never made commentary like this before. This was historical.
And people gotta understand this. Like, what y'all expecting him to do? He's a rapper. He did exactly what he does. Like,
Right.
y'all expecting him to go down there and moonwalk like Michael Jackson, hit a couple backflips. Kendrick Lamar is a rapper and a rapper only. He ain't no singer.
Right.
He ain't no super performer. He ain't no trapeze artist. No circus attraction. He's a rapper. So he did what he was supposed to do. And for him to do all that and set that whole setup up and still rap, that was amazing.
Yeah.
He set it off. He set it off, bro. When I said, bro, I was at a bar, bro. I couldn't even hear the songs. I couldn't hear nothing really. I was at a bar, and when I looked and I see Samuel Jackson, I said, "Oh, I know this means. I know it was a message." Before I'm at the bar, bro. I knew it was a message. I'm like, well, when I get home, I'm gonna rewatch the halftime show, and sure enough, it was a message. But when I seen Samuel Jackson, I said, "Oh, he set it off."
Yeah.
He set it off, bro. Like that was everything. That little Drake disc was like just the cherry on top.
That's all
it was
right.
But see, that's what people want to focus on. They want to focus on the Drake disc and miss the message. You know? That's the problem. I mean, Kendrick, that was the fatality. That was the end all be all of all.
Yeah, fatality, though.
You know, right? Better than that one.
He said it right. He said it right. But it was so much symbolism in the show. It was so much going on that when they posted the replay on the NFL website, I had to go back and watch it like 3 or 4 times because it was so much stuff that I missed from watching it initially. I was like, oh man, that whole A minor thing. The fact that he had that minor A on his chain.
The flags in the background.
Yeah, they running the flag.
Little children looking up to the A.
That jump was hilarious, man. It was a lot going on. He packed a lot in that performance.
Yes, that was hands down the greatest halftime show I had ever seen. I don't think we're gonna see a better one. And I don't care what nobody said. You like what people don't understand. They talking all that trash. Like, bro, like you say, he a rapper. Not to say rappers can't do what they do, but bro, if you had Chris Brown, like auditoriums like that, like big stadiums like that, are made for singers. Like singers sound good in spots like that. Like, what more can you do? But that show set it off, bro.
It really did.
That was everything for a pro-black person.
Real quick, let's take a pause because we got to take a little break real quick. So when we come back for the next 30 minutes of the show, this segment we're going to go into the details because now I got to break down every detail I saw. Y'all know me, I'm a very detailed person. I can talk, so I'm going to let y'all get some insight too because I'll take over this whole show. I know it's conversations with T-Horne, not T-Horne talks a lot.
You good, bro. I just need a couple minutes to give you my Kendrick Lamar spiel too, and then we good. I'm with you, bro. We're gonna do that.
Yeah. Okay, let's start that when we get back. Right now, let's take a little commercial break to, promote our advertisers and everything. We'll be right back to it. All right. Let's get to it.
Everybody. It's me, the Queen Bee, Dr. Angie B, and I'm inviting each of you to join me for a year in literacy. I'll be in Daytona Beach, Florida, February 20th through the 22nd for the 9th Annual Fresh Book Film Festival and the 14th Annual Fresh Book Festival. Join me February 20th at the Museum of Arts and Science, 352 South Nova Road, and the 2-day Fresh Book Festival at 925 George W. Ingram Boulevard in the beautiful city of Daytona Beach, Florida. Come out and meet authors, publishers, producers, on-air radio personalities, and more. Get your tickets at freshbookfestivals.net. Follow Fresh Book Fest on Facebook or send an email to freshbookfestivals@gmail.com. It's a year in literacy. You don't want to miss it. Desmond's wish for Christmas is a blue scooter. He goes to bed early Christmas Eve, hoping that when he wakes up on Christmas Day, his wish has come true. The newest children's book from author Avalon S. Brown. Connect with the author on Instagram, author Avalon S. Desmond's Wish by author Avalon S. Brown. Now available. The Precious Petals of God, an anthology presented by visionary Diana C. Hill and a collection of anointed authors. Don't let this day go by without capturing a copy for yourself and secure another copy for someone else. An eclectic collection of stories symbolizing the flowers, the women of the Bible, and the authors. Contact any of the co-authors to purchase your copy, or purchase your copy on Amazon, and be sure to write a review. The Precious Petals of God, an anthology published by NGB Productions and presented by visionary Diana C. Hill. We can help you put the pieces together. Audiobooks, flyers, commercials, and more. NGB Productions on Facebook.
Okay, I'm guessing we're back. So, before we went on the break, we were talking about, the Kendrick Lamar halftime show, and we were giving insight on things we were excited about, messages that may have missed. So we're gonna continue on with that. I know, John, you had some input before the break. You said you want to give him the Kendrick Lamar halftime performance. Is it Kendrick or just the other show? Which one you trying to get insight on?
No, just Kendrick. Just Kendrick.
All right, go ahead. Do you think, Buster?
I mean, partly the show, but mainly like with Kendrick, bro. I really don't like that people, they try to push this narrative that Drake put Kendrick on. Like,
okay.
Come on. He already had Good Kid, Mad City out, and Drake was not
true.
on none of them songs. I wasn't the biggest Kendrick Lamar fan, but I will tell you, the first time I ever heard of him, before his album came out, I just so happened to be watching like one of those shows where they shows where they show you music videos, and there was a video of Kendrick Lamar performing this song with Dr. Dre, Women, Weed, and Weather. And he was performing the song, bro. And I don't know what it was, but when I watched him perform it, it was such a beautiful performance, bro. It brought a tear to my eye, bro. And I don't know why, but it did. And I was like, dang, that dude is very talented. And he brought me back to LA. Because I used to live there, so he brought me back to LA with that song. And I was like, dang, that was a good song. And then he came out with the swimming pool song and all that, and the Good Kid, Mad City. That was good. Oh, he got bigger songs than I Love Bad Bitches. He got bigger songs than that. He got bigger songs than Poetic Justice, like Damn, Humble, what you call it? Don't Kill My Vibe. Those songs to me are bigger.
But all them came out after that.
Well, yeah, but they don't got Drake on it. You know what I'm saying?
No, now with that being said, Kendrick got a lot of good songs that ain't got nothing to do with Drake. Like, my personal favorite is Money Trees. I love Money Trees.
That's a good song. Yeah, right.
My favorite song.
Bro.
That junk coming on a YouTube playlist is gonna repeat a couple times.
Okay, but you mentioned the song Control, bro, and that just show you really follow him, because a lot of people don't know about that song. Because it's a Jay Electronica song, but they don't. It was a Big Sean song featuring Jay Electronica and Kendrick. And bro, like when I heard the verse, I was like, dog, this got to be the greatest verse I've ever heard in my life. And still, I was not the biggest Kendrick Lamar fan, bro. But you can't deny talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When the part when he said, he basically, like you said, he called everybody out. the man literally said, "I'm the king of New York." And when he said it, bro, I got chills. I was like, dang. And then like when he said that, all these New York artists, like those were the people that took offense. Besides Drake, they started making all their verses. Like Papoose and them started making all their verses on that, but they couldn't mess with Kendrick.
And it's
like,
crazy.
At that point, I was like, dang, he really is the king of New York too.
He didn't live there.
Right, he didn't even live there. Right. Just because he's just way better at rapping. And I was like, dang, bro. So you know that like we gotta put some respect on that man's name, like just a little piece, like
definitely.
All the respect. You know, Kendrick, my top 5. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I'm just saying what the story is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who is that? Somebody said, I'm learning so much for tonight's show. Thanks for this topic. Well, you're so welcome, whoever you are. Glad to give insight. But
I mean, the only thing I really didn't like about the performance was after the performance was the disappointment I felt in people that look like us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. They had all this stuff to say. I'm like, yo, y'all tripping right now? Like,
yes.
Do y'all not understand? Like,
and I'm asking, and I may be wrong, but if I'm right, that's the first time in history a rapper has ever headlined a Super Bowl by himself.
And it's Black History Month.
Right.
Yes.
So that's a big move for a lot of rap. That opened the door, man. Like, for example, I was watching the video with T-Pain. And T-Pain showed his reaction to watching the Super Bowl. And he was going crazy for Kendrick. He was like, man.
He was going crazy, yeah.
And he was like, somebody asked me, T-Pain, would you ever do a Super Bowl? And he was like, nah, because it takes too much. I'm not a performer. I'm a rapper and things like that. But then he said, I saw Kendrick's performance, and now maybe I can. Because of the simple fact that Kendrick did nothing but did so much at the same time.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Bro,
open doors.
He walked like 200 something yards, bro. Like, you ain't never seen a performance where the artist was over the whole field, bro.
Right.
He walked the whole field like 2 times.
Yeah.
You ain't never seen that before on the Super Bowl.
That's what's crazy. So, real quick, we got a couple minutes left in the show, about 20 minutes left. Let's get into the details of halftime performance. The first thing I want to talk about is, okay, we talk about Samuel L. Jackson, and he made the statement, welcome to the great American game. The part that blew my mind was the fact that the whole time, first of all, let's back up and look at the field. It's a circle, a square, an X. Somebody pissed me off. Talking about, oh, he got Squid Games on the field. I'm like, that's not Squid Games.
I'm like, that's a controller.
That's a controller, right.
Right. But in the middle of the PlayStation buttons, it's a prison yard.
Right.
So crazy. And if you realize each song, he's at a different button, hitting different things.
Ooh, I missed that.
Go back and look at it, because there's one where he's on the corner and he rapping and stuff like that. He's hitting different elements or different stuff and everything in each thing.
Wow.
Another thing I saw too, that somebody pointed out when I saw on a YouTube video, I'm a gamer, heavy gamer. Well, I was a heavy gamer. I'm grown now, but I can't play games as much. I got bills and stuff. But I used to game a lot. So one of the games I played was Grand Theft Auto. If you watch the performance and watch how the X, the circle, the square, the triangle, all that lights up in a certain sequence, that's the cheat code for unlimited health and unlimited armor. Showing that, hey, on this game, can't nobody touch me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
He had the buttons light up in a sequence of the cheat code for the Grand Theft Auto game.
Yeah.
Wow.
That joke is crazy.
I would have never known that.
Right. And then it's so much that happened in that thing. I'm trying to think about it. The fact that he had Serena Williams, who is Drake X, crip walking and stuff like that. Now let's they say it had nothing to do with Drake, but we all know it had something to do with Drake.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. I think SZA and Drake dated for a little bit too.
Yep, they did.
Right. Yep.
So you got two of your exes.
Briefly.
Yeah.
So it was subliminal stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. What else? It was so much stuff, man, that caught my attention. The fact that the PlayStation board, that it was supposed to symbolize a video game, but at the same time symbolize the fact that as people who aren't white men in America, we're caught up in this game that we have to play. Samuel L. Jackson's like the narrator of the game, telling you how to play the game. But Kendrick the whole time is going against the rules. You know, from his song progression, you know, he did the hype songs, he did mellow songs. And when he did the mellow songs, Samuel L. Jackson was like, yeah, that's how you do it. You know, keep it calm, keep it cool. None of that ghetto, wretched, loud stuff. I'm doing what I want to do. And then Kendrick turn it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he was also representing the literal Uncle Sam, like the government telling black people how to behave.
Right.
So, yeah.
And that was a good thing.
Y'all hit the nail on the head with the Django thing.
Yeah.
My sons had never seen it, so I made them sit down with me the other night and watch it, and they were blown away. They was like,
that's what's up.
I get it now.
Makes sense now, right?
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. I also want to take time to talk about SZA. SZA did a great performance. Like, that was good. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Kendrick Lamar is taking SZA under his wing and really boosting her up. You know what I'm saying? Because she's on her way to be one of the top female artists of today. So,
yeah.
I mean, for me personally, bro, it's still all just petty to get at Drake too. Because that's his ex. Like, he could have took any singer, bro. Like, me personally, singers are singers.
Right.
He got her on a world tour right now, bro.
He already made a connection with SZA on the Black Panther album with All the Stars.
He did.
So he already had that.
But hold on, guess what? Drake and her were already exes, and it was already known.
Right.
You know, Drake's manager or Drake's partner is messing with Kendrick's baby mama or his ex or whatever.
This is all petty. This is too much.
So it's all messy. It's all messy, bro. It's all messy.
Messy for the money, I guess, but they all making money off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it is. What else happened at that halftime show? Well, we know the biggest thing, you know, Kendrick is so cocky, bro. The way that he's like, I want to do their favorite song, but you know they like to sue. You know what I'm saying? And basically, he teased the idea like, and it was part of the game. It's part of the game. They tell you not to do this, not to do this song. And he's like, okay, should I play the game or should I do it? And long story short, he's like, man, F it. I'm going to do what I want to do. And he did the song anyway. Bump the consequences. This is what the people want. This is what the culture want. This is what the culture going to get. I'm going to show y'all that I'm not going to bow down to these rules and these games y'all got us playing. You know, we are a strong black people. And I feel like his performance showed that. Like, we're not bound by your rules. And just because, and this is another thing too. A lot of people know this. Well, it was said, I can't confirm 100%, but it was said that after Kendrick performed, Trump left the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I heard that too.
That was a shot straight at him for all the stuff he's doing, like, you know, with the Constitution and the amendments and stuff like that. He got plenty of employment and going after the LGBT community, the Hispanic community, the black, everybody who ain't a white man, basically.
Yeah.
Right. And then what did Kendrick say? My favorite part of the whole show was just this one line when he was like, you got the wrong man at the right time. And then he mentioned 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that opens up a wave, like when you go online and you see people like, you know, it's people out here that's black, bro, that really don't know what 40 acres and a mule was for. They don't know, like,
right.
I look back like, bro, like our ancestors are rolling over in our grave, or rolling over in their grave. And I don't know if it's our parents or if it's us that didn't do a good enough job, bro, because, bro, we are not taking us serious, like, enough. Like, yo, bro, like, I think what it is, I think we don't have it hard enough. Because when they had it hard, they came together and they got it done, bro. They was all on one accord. Like, if you didn't want to join the Black Panthers, you wasn't going to go against them or talk crazy about them. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's a good point you made, because everybody coming against Kendrick, like you said, back in the day, if you weren't a Black Panther, you respected what they did. Still.
Literally. Yeah.
Right.
Or if you was wasn't a Muslim, same way. You respected what they did because what they were doing for the community and the culture. Kendrick trying to do the same thing. He's getting more hate from our people than he is love, and that's crazy to me because y'all know I work with boys and stuff like that, and they're trying to take Black history out of our schools.
Yep.
So you said the thing, John, about the 40 acre and the mule, and people not knowing what that represents, what that means, and stuff like that. Soon we got a whole generation of people ain't gonna know what that means.
Literally, yeah. The history is being lost. It's not being taught. And then if you got parents who are not teaching their children the history of our ancestors and our great-great-grandfathers and stuff, that the struggle and the whole history of the 40 acres and the mule, like, how would they know?
Right.
You know, we're raising a generation of entitled, selfish, you know, who don't know the history. You know, it's like it's being lost. They ain't picking up a book.
Right.
Like I feel like I failed my son. Like I told him the other day. I tell him like, bro, I feel like I'm failing you, bro. Like, turn that off. Like he's sitting there playing a new Drake album. I'm like, bro, turn that off, bro. I don't want to hear that. Like, I'm saying, like, bro, this is a pro-Black house, bro. I'm sorry. Like, it sounds crazy as it sounds. Crazy as it sounds. It's just for me, bro. Like I catch on to certain things, bro, and I'll latch on to that. I don't care if I used to like you, I'll cut you off so quick. Like I never liked you before. Like Lil Wayne said that he said what he said about BLM. He was talking about that don't pertain to him, and this is that and the third. I stopped liking Lil Wayne instantly. Like I'm like all Lil Wayne, I'm sure I just instantly just cut him off. With Drake, when I heard the push-up song, I used to like Drake. I heard the push-up song, a little diss to Kendrick, and I just didn't like the way he said Kendrick's rapping like he trying to free the slaves again. Like if you mention something like the way you say it, the slaves, like it's like you don't even relate to it. But how can you? But how can you? Because you're from Canada,
right?
So how can you?
He said nigga trying to double down, calling us some slaves.
Exactly, and people did not catch that, bro. Like, bro, that's enough to say I will never listen. I don't respect you. Like, I'm not messing with that dude. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'll still, like, if I ever happen to be in a bar or something or somewhere, I'll still vibe to some of the music because I'm not gonna cry. But you know, it's not my thing, bro. Like, I'm so pro-Black, I'll cut everything off that's not.
I feel you on that.
You know, when the next day after the Super Bowl, I'm friends with a lot of DJs. Y'all know I go to a lot of reggae and Caribbean events. That's my vibe and everything. So I look at a lot of the DJs I'm friends with on Facebook, and a lot of the DJs, Black DJs, are saying like that was the worst performance, this and that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We wanted to be entertained and stuff like that. And I think that's the problem. It's okay to be entertained. But when Black people realize they don't need to be entertained. They need to interchange. And that's the thing. Like when your mind frame enters a state of things need to change, being entertained, you realize that's a distraction from what we need to be doing.
Literally.
They got us over here in the first place. People don't realize that the only reason Black people are over here is because the white people went over to Africa and they tricked us over here with trinkets and all our attention and stuff like that got us over here. We so worried about being entertained and what somebody got and how something make us feel good that we're not worried about the fact that we're still being trapped and we're still being distracted today.
Yes.
But you hit the nail right on the head, bro. What they did was they took the shackles off our hands and our feet and put it on our brains, bro.
Yes.
That's what they did, bro. Because I don't bro, like, I feel like I be trying to get on my soapbox sometimes, but I gotta calm down because like I went on there after the halftime show and I don't get on Facebook like that or social media much anymore because I got other stuff to do. But like I went on there just to see what was going on, what people were talking about, and I just had to make a post like, bro, how do I wake up to all this? Like I'm disappointed, and I gotta get back off here before I start getting disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing, you can't make people think how you think. You can't make people view stuff how you view, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But respectfully, if you're a Black person, it really should resonate you when somebody's doing something for you as your race. whenever everybody else is trying to bring down your race. When you got Latinos and whites trying to, you know, bring down your race and talk down and downgrade us and strip us from things that we once had, you know. And I threw Latinos in there, and I love Latinos, I love white people, but it's weird. I see a lot of them hating on us for some reason. I don't know why, but it is what it is.
Let me tell you this: the crazy thing is, when it came to the Super Bowl, I mean, yeah, you had the older white people saying this stuff and this thing, where the country music, where the performers, all that stuff and everything. But when I got on my Facebook, and this is crazy to me, I seen more white people in our generation supporting Kendrick's performance than the black people.
I did too.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
To me. And it's like, dang, he really, and I hate this because people gonna swear, oh, y'all hating on us because we ain't like Kendrick, this and that and everything. It's not about you liking Kendrick. You don't have to like Kendrick as a rapper.
Right.
And everything.
Right.
It's just the fact that he went up there on the biggest stage on the mall and he did a performance for you. He did it for you. So you could understand, like, hey, you are being tricked. You are being distracted. You're playing.
Right.
Wake up. And people are like, oh, y'all on that woke talking and everything, you know what I'm saying? I don't consider myself a woke person, but I do have common sense. You know what I'm saying?
You could call it woke, whatever, bro. And when people use that, they just being racist or they just being ignorant, bro.
Ignorant.
We woke.
Right.
We wide awake. People that's on this type of time we on, we can be called woke because y'all sleep out here for real. They really sleep, bro. They really sleep.
But like I said, there's nothing wrong being entertained, but at the same time, with us going through the struggles we're going through in this nation, with the president being who he is, and with just the struggles of, and I'm just speaking from a black standpoint right now, the struggles of black people, period, you have to care. Because if you don't care, you dead. That's what it is. If you don't care, you dead. So all you do is making it harder for our people because you don't care about what's going on. Like literally trying to eliminate us, get us out of here, all that stuff. He's starting with the Hispanic people with that whole ICE thing and stuff like that. But DEI, this and that, all that, he's taking away our rights, taking away equal opportunity employment, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get rid of all the holidays like Juneteenth and Black History Month and anything not representing the white male, he's trying to get rid of it. Don't care. But all they care about is being entertained.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I think
crazy.
a lot of the black community is so distracted. I mean, especially on social media. I mean, they're more aware and informed about what's going on with celebrity breakups and just BS Diddy stuff than they are.
Right.
I know so many of our people who don't even know what DEI is, don't know how it affects them or how it affects not even informed about the changes that the president is making and how it's going to affect us in the long run. So many of us are not prepared. We uninformed, unaware, and distracted.
It's very frustrating.
I have to get off of social media. Like,
Me too, bro. And then the same old song. Oh, it was for white women. It helped white women more than anybody, nigga, because you wasn't taking advantage of it. Who cares? Who cares? It helped you too. Like, who cares?
Yes.
That's crazy. But the fact of the matter is, ain't nobody it's crazy because majority of our people, and it's sad to say, ain't gonna realize stuff because it's too late. Until it's too late.
Right.
They're gonna be like, where did this come from?
Yep.
Where it came from. It was there from their eyes the whole time. You was too busy being entertained.
Literally.
Yep. That's what it was.
Literally.
It's gonna smack them right in the face. That's when they're gonna be like, ow, okay, dang, I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But y'all, we got like a couple minutes left, like 3 minutes. Go ahead and if I'm gonna give some final thoughts, or y'all want to spill on this whole conversation, or just tell people what y'all do, how to get in contact with y'all, stuff like that. No.
I am on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm She Green. Instagram and TikTok, I'm One She Green.
Yeah. John?
Facebook, I'm John Alexander, and on IG, I'm dedicated John.
Gotcha.
And,
Hey,
that's pretty much it. I'm dedicated to this right here. Like, I wish I had more time to dedicate to our Black people and trying to teach them and show them and, you know, stuff like that. If I could be on the forefront and just to scream at all of us one good time, I wish I could.
Hey, I might need that, honestly, because ain't nobody gonna get it. They want the chaos. They want the chaos. That's all it is. Real quick, y'all, before we get off, I want to acknowledge comment just came on. If I jack your name up, I'm so sorry, but I'm reading the best I can. It says Abraham Kamara. They said Kendrick's performance is the best Super Bowl of all time. It was definitely not about Drake. Drake was just a part of the overall story. He was telling us he was telling for us Black culture. Somebody gets it.
Somebody gets
it. I'm gonna say this, and then we can go ahead and go off air. Kendrick is probably one of the last of the Mohicans, one of the last people that's really gonna stand up. Like, he has that Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Al Sharpton energy. You know what I'm saying? And we need that because we don't have it. Like, back in the day, we had the Martin Luther Kings, the Jesse Jacksons, the Malcolm X and stuff like that. Who's doing that now? Kendrick has taken his platform and said, I'm gonna make, I could be a celebrity making party music, making club music, because I got the skills. You know what I'm saying? I can rap better than most of them. I can do that. But you know what? Nah. I'm going to take a stand for what's right, take a stand for my people, take a stand for the culture. And I'm pretty sure he knew all the hate was going to come his way because our people are ignorant. You know? They're very ignorant. But that don't stop him from doing what he's doing because he knows he can reach one, that one can reach two, that two can reach four. And it's going to build over time to the point where our culture is starting to realize. Just like when Barack Obama was in office, you know what I'm saying? It's time for a change. So, Kendrick, keep doing what you're doing. I doubt Kendrick ever going to see this, but if I ever get lucky and Kendrick Lamar see this, I just want you to know, Kendrick, keep doing what you're doing, bro. You got a fan right here. For real.
Literally. Yeah.
Right. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and end the podcast. I'm T-Horne da Uncool, John Alexander, She Green, part of the panel. Next week, I can't get into next week yet because I don't know what we're doing next week, but I'll post about it. And we'll have more people from the panel on and probably switch it up and everything. We'll have a good time. With that being said, this is Conversation with T-Horne da Uncool. Love y'all. And remember, be blessed, be uncool.
Don't judge me until you know me. Don't underestimate me until you challenge me. And don't talk about me until you talk to me. Or better yet, mind your business and stop minding mine.
Yeah, I'm the topic of conversation. Circles talk about me. Yeah, I'm in rotation. I'm the one they talk and then they gossip about. Now it's so hard for them to keep my name out their mouth. Oh, I'm the topic of conversation. Circles talk about me. Yeah, I'm in rotation. I'm the one they talk and then they gossip about. Now it's so hard for them to keep my name out their mouth. Oh, my name coming out must taste good if you keep it in your mouth. Got something else for you to go down south. I'm just playing. What the heck you talking about, huh? Why you worry about who I wanna date, huh? Why on the main course on your plate, huh? Why everything concerning me gotta turn to be argument or debate, huh? Is he a Christian religion? Has he forsaken? He just was dating her. How many women he dating? Had another kid? That nigga don't know when to stop. I heard he's smoking, getting high. Boy, that fell from the top. See what I learned. Is your concern? It's all about me. Y'all gossiping made me look at y'all like female dolls in heat. But let's make something concrete. I'm seasoned, yes indeed. Y'all must like the recipe, cause y'all all on my meat. Yeah, I'm the topic of conversation. Circles talk about me. Yeah, I'm in rotation. I'm the one they talk and then they gossip about. Now it's so hard for them to keep my name out their mouth. Oh, I'm the topic of conversation. Circles talk about me. Yeah, I'm in rotation. I'm the one they talk and then they gossip about. Now it's so hard for them to keep my name out their mouth. Oh, haters try to diss me, they love me, but they dismiss me. Play hard, but after 60, they lies be so convincing. And exes get jealous quickly. They won't admit that they miss me. They hate that I moved on, so use my children against me just to keep up the talk. People peep on my wall just to keep tabs on my flaws, just to keep me afar. Doing everything they ask me, but that ain't enough. I'm on everybody's tongue, and everybody on my jump. His rap career won't take off. That nigga ain't hard, he really soft. Try to see his page, but I'm blocked. He was living for Jesus, then he stopped. He get girls just to knock him off. He a lie, the truth ain't what he taught. I be so close to popping off, but then I realize I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm the topic of conversation. Circles talk about me. Yeah, I'm in rotation. I'm the one they talking and they gossip about. Now it's so hard for them to keep my name out their mouth. Oh, I'm the topic of conversation. Circles talk about me. Yeah, I'm in rotation. I'm the one they talking and they gossip about. Now it's so hard for them to keep my name out their mouth. Oh,
My whole life, I lived it based off of other people's opinions. They judge what I do, what I say, how I think, and I judge my whole life based off their interpretations. But now I got to the point where I realize my life is my own. I'm the only one that can live it. So, if you got an opinion, keep it to yourself. I'ma live how I see fit.
I'm the topic of conversations. Yeah, I'm in rotation. Gossip about, keep my name out their mouth. Oh.